I was going to say Tuesday Sprints. Welcome to Saturday Sprints with Rainey and Leandra. Woohoo! We are going to be reading, hopefully, another 25% of Jurassic Park. You also don't have to do that with us. You can just be here along for the ride, take advantage of the sprints, and just imagining that we are in the forest area of Jurassic Park. That could be pretty fun. Let us know what you're up to today, what you'll be reading. But like I said, you definitely don't have to be reading dinosaur books with us. But Rainey, we see that you are in a very precarious position.
I'm not in my chair. That is right. Why? Because my chair is filled with crap. Because I thought it would be a great idea to get another bookshelf. And I've been wanting another bookshelf. And once the idea is in my brain, it's not leaving. So I got another bookshelf. But in order to do that, I had to move everything. And then if you're moving stuff, you might as well purge while you're moving stuff. Because why would you put back stuff that you don't need?
And yeah, so you're going through the process of like decluttering.
It turned into a whole shebang. And so moral of the story is I am not able to sit at my desk.
Yeah. So we'll just be rooting you on.
Book is behind me. I can see it. I didn't know where it was until 5 minutes ago.
That's okay. Wouldn't that be funny as you were like decluttering and moving stuff, you're like, now where is the book I'm supposed to be reading?
It doesn't matter because I'm listening to audio anyway, but
yeah. That's true.
Fine. So that is my journey. My goal is to be at my desk by the time we're done with sprints.
We'll cross our fingers. We can do it. Hi, Ro. Hello, Alex. We also have Tennille here. Hoping to sprint hop, maybe read something tonight finally. That sounds good.
Tennille has seen my whole saga because she was at our sprints. So she has seen the whole shebang.
She's aware of the progress where you're at right now. Oh gosh. Hi, Anne.
Hope Anne also was there.
Anne was there too. Yeah. They were like, yep, we saw it all. Hello, Quinny. How are you? Beatrice, hope you're having a good evening. Hope you're doing well as well, Jen. Yeah, we're having a good Saturday. I did have a shift at the library, hence why we're having a bit of like early or late afternoon, early evening sprints because I am fresh from the library. So I'm ready to just relax. Listening to Nightmare Before Christmas while getting
nice. Isn't that a Christmas book?
Yeah, and I think people have been reading this. Is it because the sequel's coming out?
Oh, yeah.
I might be completely wrong. Hello, Sarah. Listening to What the River Knows while playing mindless games on the iPad.
Yeah, I knew you were reading that. You were also there for my journey.
Yeah, I don't know if you know River in sprints. River is usually on Tuesday sprints, and she said that she read this because her name was in the title, and she absolutely adored it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of the books that have Rainy in the title are boring looking, and I've been wanting to do a vlog where I read books with Rainy in the title, and that looks too boring to do, honestly.
Yeah, you'd almost have to allow for like versions, rain, and maybe like rain, like crown. You could kind of, I don't know, reach out. No,
I would rather just stick with rain. I don't know. I mean, I've read one book that had my name actually as a character, the main character, and it was a bad book, and I kept the book because it's my name.
That's actually, I have a book on my shelf that I thought was fine. But the reason why I have it is just because.
And it has Leandra?
Yeah, it has Leandra as a city name, actually.
Oh,
which is weird. So I'm a location.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah. I have read. I think I've read maybe 1 or 2 books that have had my name in it for a person, but that's about it. Reading Secluded Cabin Sleeps 6. Ooh, by Lisa Unger. Lily, that's obviously a thriller. I hope that you
heard mixed things about that book.
I don't think I've ever read anything by that author before.
Probably not.
Yeah, because I'm not really a thriller person, though. No. Yes, the dinosaurs. Hi, Bia. How are you? Hope you're having a great Saturday. Lisa's here, too. You're going to be starting a reread. Yes, sounds good, Lisa. Welcome to the party. Just so you know, we are starting... well, at least I'm at the start of the tour, and Rainey is like 1 or 2 chapters behind.
I will be there. I'm going to put on my headphones, and we are just going to get jiggy.
Yeah, the chapters are quite short too, and they'll be fast paced, so it's perfectly fine. I'm just excited because the tour is gonna start, and then things are gonna start happening, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of setup.
Got in a good walk while running errands. Great, Jen. This morning, prescription pickup, farmer's market. Now you're home. You need lunch. Then we'll be enjoying an afternoon to read. Sounds good. Also, Bree's here. Hello, Bree. Listening to A Banishing of Kings and painting my bathroom. Other kind of home renovations in a different way.
Nice.
Very nice. It just seems like that's the Saturday. Also, for those who don't know, obviously you should be checking out the amazing Readathon. You got a couple weeks to get excited for the June Readathon that Bree hosts, and maybe join Lore Keepers. You got some Lore Keepers on screen. You can hang out with us more a little bit more.
And I see Bree and Margaret next week.
Oh my, yeah, you get to meet them in person. Oh my gosh, booktubers meeting in real life. It's crazy.
I know the panels just came out, and that was exciting. Except for there was most of the time, because there's like 2 panels at a time, so you can't go to both. And most of the times, it was like, oh, I really want to go to this one and over this one. But there was one time where I was like, dang it, I want to go to both.
You're like, which one do I go to? Oh no.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Hello, Jay. You've finished The Paris Express earlier. Now you're choosing your next book. What did you think of it? By Emma Donoghue. I've only ever read The Room, which is obviously like turned into the movie from that author. That was in my early reading days. Gonna watch the Return of the Ring read along live show in a minute, but then hope to get back to reading in such a reading rush today. Honestly, me too. I'm like, I've got all these books I want to like check off my list.
I was supposed to read a bunch of books today, and that got derailed.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You're like, I have other things I got to focus on.
It's fine.
You're handling books though. Even if you're not reading them, you're gonna be handling a lot of books today.
I know, but I really need to read these books. Plus, I got to read something because House of Light was such a dud.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully Jurassic Park a little bit helps you out of it because it's just a chill read, and then maybe pick something up that you'll love.
Yeah.
Hello, Catherine. I need to start chores listening to Anne of the Windy Popular. Forgot it was an epistolary. Boy, I don't know if I even heard of this.
I don't even know what that is.
Epistolary is hit or miss for me. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I hope it works for you, Catherine. No, the sequel is out, but doing it just because I wanted to. This is for Nightmare for Christmas. So what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that book, Nightmare Before Christmas. I was like, I already lost it. So yeah, that makes sense. Hello, Emily, working on Tropic of Serpents. Oh my gosh, this is part of the Natural History of Dragons series, which I need to get back to, actually. I hope you're having the best time. Hello, Melanie. Reading Jurassic Park. Yes, I love seeing the people in the comments with us, which, I'm excited to see all comments, but obviously Jurassic Park is fun. 44% in. Okay, so you're further than we are. We're only about 25-ish% through the narrative, but we will plan to catch up with you. Just finished The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. This is by Becky Chambers. Didn't have another audiobook queued up, and the library had the first Parasol Protectorate available. And yes, okay, you guys are all like just reading for me today, apparently, because this is such a good series. It's Soulless, the one, Rainey, that you have
the one that I'm supposed to read for Danny.
Yeah. It's so good. The thing is I was thinking about rereading it.
What is that, a Rainy book?
I know, I don't think it's a Rainy book, but it's so good.
Why Danny can't see it?
I don't know. Well, because it's romantasy.
No, it's not.
There's a romance. There's fantasy. It's historical. And I think that's what, for some reason, apparently historical negates romantasy.
I kind of think it does, but
yeah, I think, yeah. Anyway. But it's so good. And I was thinking about actually trying to throw in a reread for June during Amazing Readathon to read that book, but I decided.
I blank. Never mind. I don't remember what I was saying. I lost it.
Well, I think I was almost thinking about it for like the comfort read prompt.
Oh yeah,
because it's like a reread's quite comforting. One of my favorite books of last year had an antagonist character called Jill, my proper name, but it was an autistic detective set in Scotland, so I overlooked it. Yeah, isn't that so funny? Where you're like, if my name's in a book, I hope it's a character I can live with. I'm okay with listening, not reading. No worry, sounds good. Also, this is my mother. Outside, weeding and mulching. Oh, nice. It's good weather here, so I'm sure it's good weather there too. fellow lore keeper. Yes, love to see it. Also, all teams are welcome, of course. Working to finish a paper, then hopefully we'll be about to pick up Jurassic Park. Woohoo! Sounds good, pirate. I'm into it. I love it. I'm quite actually pleased that there's a few people who are joining us, which is fun.
Yeah.
The Paris Express was excellent. Would recommend The Pull of the Stars from Emma Donoghue too. Okay, good to know, Jay.
Also, you also inspired me when I was watching your organization video today. I was like, "Ooh, I like that you have stickers all over your cart." And I used to have like this bookmark, or not bookmark, bulletin board paper, but it's been ripping.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, I'll just put my stickers on it."
Honestly, it's been really nice because I like periodically I just like throw a sticker on there and it's just created a really nice look. Half of it, the other side of mine doesn't have it though, so I'm like, I need to like rotate it so I can put more.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
putting it to
fine.
one side for now, but I was like, "Ooh, that'll be my project as well while I'm organizing."
Yeah, because I'm like, there's nowhere else for me to really put stickers, to be honest. Anyway, but Anne of the Windy Poplars is book 4. I wondered if it was Anne of Green Gables just because of the setup. So
Yeah.
for showing that, Emily. The 4th one, they're all rereads for me. Oh my gosh. Speaking of comfort, I mean, that sounds great. Yeah. Yeah, from childhood. Oh, so you're revisiting it as an adult. I love that. Hello, Steph. Trying to finish the last 2 hours of One Dark Window this evening. Ooh. I know that Rainey likes that book. Halfway through Howl's Moving Castle. You like One Dark Window.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm very excited that you're reading that stuff.
Halfway through Howl's Moving Castle, enjoying it a lot. Oh, this is another one that I think is, obviously a classic. A lot of people read it in childhood that I never read, and I've been meaning to.
She blew you a kiss.
Oh no!
Read it again. Can you go? Mwah? You just did it. Do it. Ready? Mwah.
She's like, I did it once. You should have been paying attention.
Wait. Are you doing it? Mwah?
She's like, I'm all moi out.
Nope.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Eloise. Nice. Haven't seen the movie, so have no idea what to expect. Ooh, that's where I'm at too. I've never seen the movie either, Jen. And I kind of want to read the book, before
I have the Fairy Loot special edition of it, so I should read it and then watch it.
There's also, you know what? I saw Foil. What is it called? Folio Society has special editions.
I got that one, and then I got Kiki's Delivery Service from Fairy Loot. They had the second Howl's Moving Castle you could buy, but I was like, I don't even really know that series, so I'm just gonna have the first one, and that's it. But it's fine.
And then it was your favorite as a kid. I didn't read any of the Anne of Green Gables, so maybe I missed out on childhood. Did I have a childhood? I don't know. I didn't read it though. But on that note, we've reached the end of the comments, so we might as well get going on our first sprint. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll see you in 45 minutes. Good luck, Rainey. Hello, welcome back. She's in her chair. Da, 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 da.
I mean, I'm in my chair, but
Yeah, but behind I can see books are everywhere.
there's a big difference. I mean, look at there's floor.
Floor. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Nice.
almost done putting everything away so that I can actually organize my books.
Like honestly, it's a huge process because even for those who are here, I have a video coming out on Monday that is my reorganization, and I was like, I almost have to remove all of the books in a separate area, clean, organize it, like, and then I was like, this is like a million-step process.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's fine. Plus, I'm trying to just make it organized so that it works for me. Like I have all my board games up there now. Wait, there. And then over here's gonna be all my reading stuff, my microphones, my camera stand, my game. I'm like, it'll work for me. So
yeah. Oh gosh.
But I still have to organize books.
Yeah. Well, while we were on Sprint, River, I had mentioned you actually, which is so funny, because we were talking about what the river knows, and I was like, River read that because it's her name. But yeah, also no worries, you can totally read or do whatever you want. These are just sprints, and we're kind of making them the theme because the two of us on screen are reading Jurassic Park. You don't have to.
Wait, did you read? I only read like 5%.
Yes, so I got distracted as well. Great. And I'm at control. So I read a chapter and I started another one. So I'm not very far.
If I don't end up reading that much today, I will read it this week. And
That's okay. I feel as though we just like almost having the goal of hitting a certain point in the next batch of sprint, in the next whatever. As long as we're getting the book done in a month, I think that's fine.
I agree.
But yeah, and then Katrina joined. As much as I'm tempted to reread Jurassic Park with you all, I really want to finish my current read, the Foresight Saga, books 1 through 3, about 250 pages left. Yeah, you finish that book, Katrina. Don't worry. And like we're reading The Lost World next month, so you can always read Jurassic Park then. Like it doesn't. Yeah. Hello, Chris. Saw that you were here too, reading the. Oh my goodness!
That was an accident.
Things are falling. It's fine, everybody. We're fine. We're fine. Oh gosh, but The Only Light Left Burning, sequel to All That's Left in the World, continuing series. We love it. The Black Bookshelf. Dun dun dun.
The Black Bookshelf is over here now.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
I have one black bookshelf and everything else is white. Do I need to paint it at some point? Yes. When am I going to do that? I don't know.
Someday.
The answer is someday.
That was mostly a supper and chore sprint, but listen to a little bit of Inkheart. Very nice. To Neil. Ooh, you're reading our book for not reading for content.
I love Inkheart.
Well, I can't say anything. You'll have to watch the episodes,
I did love that book though.
Actually, I think our schedule was yesterday. We read the first third. So if people are interested in seeing our thoughts on it, hello, Candy. How are you? Reading Hemnet. The bookshelves look great. Yeah, you know what? They'll also look great, especially once you get everything.
They look something right now. They're gonna look beautiful in like a couple hours. Okay, they're gonna look beautiful. I need to also actually prep the camera stand once I start organizing, but that'll be a different endeavor. I didn't want to film any of this cleaning part. I was like, I don't need you to see how messy my office was. I don't need you to see that.
I did a little bit. The one thing that I thought was really silly of me was I truly removed all of the books from the shelves. So because I wanted to pan and show how they were all empty. And so behind me is just all of the books. I was like, it's so funny how it just looks bare, but all of my books are hidden behind me.
No, now I'm like, after this, I'm going to have to organize by like genre first. And then I kind of know briefly what I want to do. Like I'm still going to have my colorful shell. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes there were times when I felt as though I didn't have enough books in a certain genre or area to like separate them. And
and I have decor now. Like I've had little trinkets and knickknacks that I've been wanting to put on my shelves. And I was like, okay, you're going to do it now. So I'm like, I'm going to have to double stack. I'm like, I want the aesthetically pleasing bookshelves. I do. So I'm going to make it happen.
You are one book at a time, one organization at a time. And I love that you are enjoying Solus so much. Enjoyable, quirky. Yes, it is. It's super, super fun. I know that some people drop off after the second book just because they're not as big of fans of how that ends. But I feel as though you got to push through because Timeless, the final book, was my favorite in the series.
How many are there?
But number 1 is enjoyable. 5. There are 5 books in the series, but number 1 was so good. I think I ended up giving it like a 4.75 or something.
Yeah.
Hello, Anna. How are you? Reading Don't Let the Forest In.
Loved that book.
Yeah, a lot of people have really enjoyed it. I hope you are too. Got the bathroom project done. Got to chapter 16. Very nice. Making progress in our book spree. Woohoo. Oh, wait, no way. I know you did. I know you loved it so much. Brought me back to my ancient Egypt phase. And there was a cliffhanger I screamed out loud about. I know you were like, I need to continue on. You're like, I need to read book 2 ASAP. Folded laundry, hung up a load, got to page 66 in Tropic of Serpents. Awesome, Emily. Inkheart, one of my favorite childhood books. OMG. Yeah, Danny and I read it for our translations month because it's translated from German. I think there may have been some BOTB spoilers on those shelves.
What do you mean?
Oh, do you mean on my shelves, Tennille? I don't know. I'm wondering.
I was like, what is on my shelf?
Tennille, you can give us more information at some point, but I'm trying to think of what could be a spoiler. Interesting. Hello, Christina. How are you? Yeah. Loved Inkheart as a kid. Bought them in German recently, meaning to reread them. Yeah, I read the new book. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a new book.
Oh, cool.
So it continues. Thanks for the reminder. We appreciate you, Christina. I need to fill up my water. I'm having apple juice right now because I am a child. Hello, Say, how are you? Not reading. That's totally fine. Scrambling to finish my Mother's Day gift. That's right. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. Started it last month, but didn't do anything since this is procrastination at its finest. So did you make your Mother's gift, your Mother's Day gift? That's so lovely.
Oh, I need to buy my mom a gift.
Mm-hmm. I know. For me, it's so tough because obviously I live in a different state. And so I always just end up kind of mass bringing stuff because my mom's birthday is also in April. So the next time I come visit, I usually end up having the birthday gift, the Mother's Day gift. And, it is what it is. Hello, Robin. Working on Murder at Gull's Nest. I have this on my TBR for this month. It's due back to the library Thursday. What are you thinking about it, Robin? Because I need to start that. I'm hoping I'll enjoy it, but I don't know. I've heard mixed things about the author.
I kept saying things and I was like, oh, I'm muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
I just said something like, oh, I normally send my mom a book, and then you kept talking, and I'm like, Leandra, what's going on with you?
What the heck? Well, let me speak.
Oh, also, yes, I know. She's 2. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, and now she's into everything.
Yeah, she's into
everything.
Reach things. She's like, I can look. See, she's reaching.
I'm sorry. No, man. Sorry.
Hello, Lara. Goeiedag. How are you?
I want to read that so bad.
Silver Elite. Everyone is loving this book.
I haven't gotten it in the mail yet. It hasn't arrived yet.
Are you enjoying it, Lada? Also, how is your readathon going? I'm imagining, or was it only in April? I'm trying to remember when it ended. You were doing Quartetathon. Yeah. I also need to chat with you because I've been practicing my Dutch again, but I don't think it's very good. Got my laundry started halfway through, and I love this series. Oh, I'm so glad that you're enjoying it upon reread too. It's probably so nostalgic for you. Made it to 11%, enjoying it. Never met a version of Santa before that I wanted to scream at so badly. A+ parenting right there. Vicious sarcasm ahoy. Ooh, Tennille. I might have to take a look to see what I spoiled. Oh,
what?
I know. Okay, hold on. I think I know. There's some spoily things in a more recent video that Rainey, you know of.
I do.
You do.
That a spoily thing?
Well, not spoily, but potential. Anyways, we won't get into it. But friends, keep an eye out for July because Battle of the Booktuber Championship round is just around the corner.
Interesting.
You want to just joined and had a full day, but I'm ready to read and relax. Perfect. Then you've come to the right place because we are chilling out. Got to 53% of Jurassic Park. Oh my gosh, love Tim so much. He's such a great character. I'm switching to the Queen of Nothing for the next sprint. Sounds good, Melanie, because we've got to catch up to you. But yeah, Tim is so fun. You know what I didn't remember in the book? Tim is the older sibling and Lex is younger, his sister. Whereas in the movie, she's older and he's the younger character. I think what they must have done is aged her up, like kept him around the same age because I think he is kind of the right age, but they aged up his sister so that she's like a teen older sister, I think. But Tim is really great too. I got to the part where he could tell that there were too many vertebrae in the museum for the skeleton. Was pretty cool. Stuff on your read shelf that had been your TBR hadn't been talked about. Oh, I could be wrong.
Tennille's a detective.
I know, Tennille, you are such a detective. Oh my gosh. Hello, Jamie. Happy Saturday to you too.
In order to have that be solved for Rainy, you would have to have a red shelf in here. And alas, I don't have room for a red shelf in here. So every book that gets read is in my bedroom.
You know what? That's actually a good point. The fact that I keep mine separate, my TBR and my have read, people then know what I have. Like if they kind of see a book shift, they know that I've officially read it, even if it's for things.
Except for series, though. Like most of my romantic series and stuff, I keep together, even if I've read them.
Yeah, I keep those separate. I think that's what some people are kind of like about because I break series up. I'm like, if I haven't read the entire series, it's over on a different side.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
I know. I feel like it definitely makes people cringe. Reading You Are Fatally Invited. Ooh, sounds like a mystery thriller. Making a crochet flower bouquet.
I will be on that level one day.
Yeah, seriously, I'm imagining that's got a lot of skill to it. The idea of that versus like maybe just doing granny squares and like a scarf. One day I'll learn how to crochet.
One day.
25% in. At first I wasn't sure, but the story has gotten more interesting. Okay, this is the book by Just Kid, Murder at Gull's Nest. We'll say that this is my first Just Kid, so I don't have any expectations. Yeah, though, so me neither. I've never read anything by her either. Hello, Squishy. How are you this Saturday? What are you up to? Love these Anne series so much. I still have all my old Bantam paperbacks from when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. July will be fun. Lots of Battle of the Booktuber to watch. Yes, while recovering from TAR. Exactly. So you get a bit of a treat after.
It'll be something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's for sure. Yeah, full disclosure, I haven't even finished all my BOTV books. I'm still working on them.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Mm-hmm. I think only one competitor has. One competitor has confirmed that they're done. The rest of us we're still working on reaching her level.
Still working.
Mm-hmm. Love the first two Inkheart books, but the last one was not my favorite. I saw there was a new one and you want to read it. Yeah. Yeah, that would be really interesting just to compare as an adult too and see how much you remember. Or you could just reread the series and see if your thoughts change. I have all my L.M. Montgomery books from when I was a kid, including the 8 books. Oh my gosh. I have the Pat and Emily books as well. Need to reread those. Truly, like this is the year of rereading as well. I'm finding so much comfort in it. Yes, well, Katrina, I saw your comment in the reorganization because of the early access, and I was like, I'm not alone. You also separate your Harvard from your to-be read. I love that. Yeah, just I feel like they need to earn their spot. Once I've read them, they can join the rest of the group, but not until then.
Outfit change.
Yeah, that is an outfit change. Oh my god.
Yeah, she was still in her pajamas, to be fair.
Yeah. And I feel like her hair was put up.
Oh, because her hair is a mess and she needs a shower or a bath, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And now she's just like butt in the face. There we go. Don't know if I'm a detective, but I worked for over a decade in research and my brain analyzes everything, whether I want it to or not. I'm not always right, but there are many. I think you're onto something, because now that I'm like replaying my videos in my head, I'm like, I definitely have given some stuff away.
That's all right.
Hello, Bryce. Welcome to the party. You're reading Mistborn 1.
Nice.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. Also, Julia's here. You guys just arrived just in time because we're about to jump into another sprint. Want to reread Inkheart because I despised Inkspell. Maybe because it was part of a school project. Honestly, sometimes that's the case. When you have to require yourself to read it, whether it's for school or there's some classics I want to reread because I think school made me hate them. But, you know, there's only one way to find out. I would have to reread it. Well, on that note, we're going to go for another 45 minutes. Thanks, everybody, for being here, and we'll see you at the end. everyone. Welcome back or welcome. I saw that we had some friends join us, so we'll say hi to them first. Don't worry, Teresa. I'm sorry that you missed the beginning of it, but having a busy day, with stuff and everything. I hope that you were productive. One day I'll make it on time. It's fine. Don't worry. Actually, I was thinking about for the manor tomorrow. Rather than a live discussion, we'll probably have more sprints because I don't know if we'll have too much to say because a lot of us didn't like the book. So you can always join us for sprints tomorrow. And then Jean is here too. Hi, Jean. So you're trying to finish Fourth Girl, 84%. Very close. And then just joined too. After the gym. Well done. We were actually talking amongst ourselves about you were starting Pilates, weren't you? Rainy?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get back into yoga. So maybe that we got to be, supportive of each other. So I'm
I
glad
haven't
you were
done
able to go to the
Pilates
gym.
today, but I think I've done my workout for the day.
Yeah. It's not even done yet, I'm sure. You're probably
No,
more
I
that you're
finished. I cleaned the floor and I organized everything in the office, and then I just cleaned up the living room and the hallway because I had made a mess taking stuff that was like, oh, this needs to go into this room, this needs to go into this room, and my bookshelf mess. And I cleaned all of that. So everything is clean now, and now I can organize.
Yay. You know what, though? Organizing's fun. I do like to organize. I find it very soothing.
It's going to be fun. I have an idea for some of it. I don't have an idea for all of it. I just need to think about it because I want, obviously, it to be aesthetic, so I got to think about it.
And then Jess is reading Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. Palahniuk?
Yeah.
Hello, Louise. I saw that you were just dropping in to say hi. Yeah, we're having a really good weekend. I hope that you are having a good Saturday evening and that you sleep well because, oh my gosh, it's midnight. Yes, sleep well. Enjoy your Sunday. I hope you don't have too much to do in the mornings, that you can maybe sleep in a little bit or just have a lazy Sunday. You might have some scouting stuff, though, because I know that that's probably like prime weekend stuff. But thanks for dropping in. Picking up Jurassic Park later today. Yes, Teresa. A reread for you. Yeah, it's for us too. But I've been wanting to reread them for a while. So this
which
is perfect.
I did read a little more. I finished the tour chapter. So I'm on Control.
Woohoo! I don't know which. So I think I'm also in. Oh, no. You know where I'm at? I'm at Big Rex. That's where I am. I'm in the middle of it. Mine is, I'm on page 166 of.
Oh, you're way further.
38.
Oh,
so
hold on. Oh, you are. Okay, I'm on page 107, and Big Rex is on page 147. So you're 30 pages ahead of me.
Yeah. So not too far, because I've been like enjoying myself, relaxing. I've been taking my time enjoying the where is it? The illustration. Can I show you the camera?
I need to buy that still.
It's so pretty. Though I will say the one thing that's just of its time that's annoying is that Michael Crichton has to acknowledge people's like race when they aren't white. Like he keeps saying, the black man opens this, and it's like you could just say the man.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why he's doing that.
That's like kind of annoying me.
Also,
but
what I noticed is that what is it? So Dr. Grant is talking to the little boy, and he's like asking him questions and things. And I was like, in the movie, it's like he couldn't stand to be bothered by that kid, but he's like starting conversation.
Yeah. No, in the book it says he loves kids. In the book, he's like, I think it says in like the narration that he loves kids so much because how can you not like a group that is obsessed with dinosaurs, because like with tours and kids and stuff, and I'm like, no, Alan doesn't. I was like, he does not like them.
I kind of like that they made him not like kids. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
It worked better for it.
Yeah, I think I think it blends with his curmudgeon style of like not liking computers either. Oh, he like they kept that in like the book and the movie. He hates technology, so that's there. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to kind of compare the differences. But yeah, Teresa, join us whenever you want. Read 3 chapters of Spells, Strings, and Forgotten Things. Ooh, that's a very fun, rhymey title. Did more chores while listening to Inkheart. I only have one chapter left to finish this week's section. Awesome to Neil, making progress. Thanks for joining us on that too. I appreciate you. Right. So I didn't get to reading that sprint. I actually did some filming. So it was productive, just not the productive I planned. No, that honestly, I think that it takes almost more effort and energy to get in front of the camera and film at times. Like, I think it's a lot easier to read. So good for you, Katrina. Also, you've been doing a lot of live discussions about your books, which I think is so cool because that's not something I do often. Finished the first section of You Are Fatally Invited. Very nice, Jamie. Got interrupted some, don't we all? We always get interrupted, but have made it to page 40 in Jurassic Park. Had forgotten how much I enjoy the story so far. Me too. And I will say that this is pretty like, not like, it's like sciencey, techie, like we're discussing, but for some reason I'm like, this, a lot of people usually are turned off from that type of idea with sci-fi, but it's really like, I don't know. I enjoy it. The one person though, Malcolm, he keeps like leading to this. Well, this is so obvious. And then Gennaro, I think his name is. You'll get to it, Lisa. And obviously, I think you're rereading it. But he's just like, "What are you talking about? Like, why can't you just give me the answer I'm looking for?" So there's also humor. But yeah, like I think this is one of those rare circumstances where it's pretty hard sci-fi. Like we go on and on about genomes and like chromosomes and stuff, but like I think a lot of us don't mind, maybe because we just love the movie so much too. Continued reading The Age of Enchantment, the new middle grade series by Anna James, and I'm really enjoying it. Oh, good. Also doing some book buying on Cypher because sale. I don't know what this is. Cypher? I've never heard of that, but take advantage of the sale. You always got to. Hello, Julie. Just got home from work, watching some booktube to decompress before I start anything else.
That's fair.
That's the right idea. Decompress, relax. The books will be there. I hope you didn't have too hard of a day at work. Switch to my NetGalley e-arc of The Sleepless by Jen Williams. Oh, I feel like I've seen this title around. The author of The Ninth Reign. I think this is, a YA romantic fantasy. It is releasing soon in the UK and in September for the US. Never mind. I don't think I've heard of it. Ooh, so yeah, Bia, we were reading The Maltese Falcon, like a classic hard-boiled detective fiction. And at least those of us who commented in the Discord, no one's given it more than a 3-star. And I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah. And it's because it aged horribly. Like there's a decent amount of sexism. There's been infidelity, which, isn't like an aging thing. I mean, we have books that feature infidelity in 2025, but it's a lot to get through, especially like the objectification and stuff. So yeah, not great. It's a quick read though. It's only like 200 pages, but all of us were not vibing with it. And my special edition of The Raven Scholar, just
nice.
Waterstone.
I don't even know what book this
really
is.
Nice. Yeah, I once in a while I think I'm like, could I go online buy books from Waterstones, but I've never pulled the trigger. I've never bought books from them before.
I have one time for When the Moon Hatched special edition.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
As I should.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also for those who are interested, this month for the Sleuths, we're reading Death of a Ghost by Marjorie Allingham. So, and I think that's going to be a lot better actually. Having a snack, so hopefully dinner is soon, and then I will focus on finishing One Dark Window. Very nice.
I want to know your thoughts.
I know you're gonna have to tell Rainey and Katie.
I need to reread One Dark Window this month and then read the second book, because not that her new book that comes out in a week is interconnected, but I wanted to get caught up on her books. So plus that's our book club, me and Katie's book club book for June. So
it's on Julia's TBR this month too. One Dark Window.
It's very good.
Have a friend coming over tomorrow. We will be doing some last minute planning for a zoo trip with scouts next Saturday. Ooh, fun! It does feel like we're like, especially with Jurassic Park, we've been talking about zoos and stuff in the book, and it's I don't know. That just feels very on theme.
Later about T-Rex Tuesday.
Oh yes, okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about T-Rex Tuesdays. We're watching the film.
I know, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, and we can like narrow down time and everything too. So not much reading done that sprint. No worries, Emily. That's okay. Have the same edition as Rainy. I think that's like the classic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, that book looks interesting, Anne. It will be good to see what you think. I've heard mixed reviews, but the premise sounds great. Got to 6% in Final Empire, enjoying it. Awesome, Bryce. Like the storyline of the book better, but I like the characters in the movie better. Yeah, I think like the movie has just more iconic lines and like you can see it. I think the personalities are really great. But the storyline is just also just more detailed, obviously, because it's a book. 26% into Don't Let the Forest In. Things are starting to get interesting. Awesome.
It is the writing so lyrical, Anna. It's so good.
And is it like YA? Is it gothic fantasy? What is it?
Like a gothic horror-ish fantasy.
Okay, because I see the cover in my mind. That's why I'm like, it's clearly a darker kind of tale.
I love that book.
Mm-hmm. Here is Midnight 2, but I'm not done with reading. Joanna's like, I'm staying up. We're going to have a little bit of a sleepover. That sounds good to me. But also go to bed, friends. Whatever you need to.
I'm excited to have my little break later with my coloring night. I have my book ready to go. I have all my markers. I'm ready to party.
Spooky one.
Oh, yeah, I have a little spooky, cute one. I'm very excited because where's the page I wanted to work on? Except for I'm not like a pro like Cassidy and all of them. I don't know how to color like that. So I need to still work on that. But I was like, I just love it. It's just so...
Yeah. And it's just soothing. It's just really fun. Something you can do while, you're listening to an audiobook or something.
Where's that picture? I'm going to have to find it and then I will show you. It was on the back and I was like, I don't see that picture.
Yeah. But Lisa, I also like the science parts, actually. I really enjoy it too. Are you hearing Jeff Goldblum as Malcolm? Oh, yeah. There was actually there's a line where he like says in between. And I was like, Jeff Goldblum took that and ran with it.
Oh, it's this one. This person on the back did such a pretty, it's like a little, I love that. I'm like,
it's so cool how like simplistic it is, but like people can really like go advance, especially with like the lighting. I've seen some like
true artists, like TV lighting and stuff. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah. Or I've seen one where it's got the shutters, like from, and so all of it is lined, like you would see the sunshine from the shutters.
I'm very jealous and I would love to learn how to do all that. But alas, that's not me yet.
Yeah. I want to do it, but I'm also a bit of a perfectionist. So I'm like, it would be tough for me. I got to 17%. Santa he is full on the bad guy in the book. And that is all I can say without spoilers. Oh my gosh. Okay. Interesting. I didn't expect that. It's a sci-fi and fantasy online bookstore. What? I had no idea. We need to look into this.
Sandra needs to be on there.
Seriously. Yes, I know that sounds weird to say. I know, because it's a romance. That's why I'm like, what is going on with this villain? Online bookstore for fantasy sci-fi, used and new. They have great prices, and now they have another 10% on. Okay, I'm gonna start this. I might need to take a break and enjoy that.
Yeah.
So I might be an outlier. Okay, Jamie. Well, it's good to know that some people, because truly I was looking through and it seemed like people were either DNFing, giving it like 2-star range, 3-star range. And I'm like, but we're going to do watch parties for the movie no matter what. Cause I think everyone will enjoy it a bit more. The Raven Scholar is a fantasy mystery, isn't it? I don't know. My mom went to Scotland and brought back some books. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I love that. That's literally like the best souvenir for the type of audience we have. Give me books. Bring back books from like the really cool stores. No, no, that's totally fine, Teresa. I just saw like my mom, and I was like, she'll get to it. We'll get to that comment. I probably slept through this live again. Ash, hello. No, we're still going. We're definitely going to go for another sprint. So don't worry. You just missed some of the chat, and that's okay. It has a mystery and a competition aspect, but it's also a lot of politics, gods. It's amazing.
Nice.
Apparently, Bia, I'm just starring all of your comments at this point. Does anyone have a paperback? Jurassic Park that is floppy? If so, but I love the idea of looking for a floppy one. No, I only have a hardback, and they are. I think a lot of the editions for Jurassic Park are like very stiff.
Well, that and mine has deckled edges.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love deckled edges. I know that's a hot take.
I know some people don't like them. I don't mind. I actually don't mind them. But I know some people, it kind of bothers them when they're, I think, touching it probably too. And it just looks, yeah. Ray Bear Redemptor. The UK covers are so pretty. Oh gosh, that's the thing. You got to get like you'd almost have to have a list so you know what books you want with UK covers. But usually they are better. dark fantasy with competition mystery plot. Really enjoyed it. Excited for the sequel. Of course, Anne's read it. Anne's always read all like the hot books. And then there's only a couple more comments, friends, so we're going to get through them and then we'll do another sprint. Didn't read this sprint, actually just watched some booktube, or not booktube, YouTube. I'm applying books to the YouTube. That's pretty much the only YouTube I watch these days. So took a shower. Awesome, Chris. And also I think Julie watched YouTube too, so you weren't alone.
I watched
just
a little bit of YouTube as well.
Yeah, I need to like schedule time to watch YouTube these days just because I'm all over the place.
Well, if I'm not in the mood to read, I'm watching YouTube.
Just working on my latch hook and some chores. Still have not read yet, but son is reading A Reading Fiend.
Oh,
He finished a book 40%. Oh my God. He's reading for the both of you. That's what's going on there. One page at a time, Rainy. You'll get there eventually. Yeah. You'll just
catching up to you.
Yeah, I think catching up to me. Sci-Fi is also amazing at packing up books. Oh my gosh, good, because sometimes like that's the one issue. Blackwell's is quite nice for prices, but if you aren't buying one book at a time, they don't package it very well.
Yeah, I need to also get my Magnolia Park special editions that have been out forever from Blackwell's. I just haven't saved up for that yet.
Yeah. Also, thanks, Bryce. I appreciate it. We're doing good, Ash. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, the deckled edges. Yeah, I really enjoy them. Mainly because I just still see them as a bit of a novelty. Like most of my books don't have them, so I think they're fun. Like the look, but find it hard to turn. That's what I was gonna say. It's probably the use of them isn't as fun. Watching the aughts or knots, the naughties music videos, feeling nostalgic. Awesome. Actually was watching a Barbie movie ranking video. Oh my gosh, as you should. Meant one coloring page at a time.
Oh,
that's so funny. We were just like, it must be book pages.
Oh, yes, I will get there, but that is also something that I have to practice, and I'm just like, I just don't know when I have time.
And I like the spookiness of it. I just don't know if I need another hobby. Maybe I do. You always need another. Why not? Yeah, sounds good, Chris. And then, yeah, bring back deckled edges. Yeah, they don't do for all of them, but I think there's some editions that'd be really fun to have them in. But on that note, friends, we are going to go for another 45 minutes. We will see you when we get back. Woohoo! Welcome back to those who are still here with us. I love that Teresa has started the book. Woohoo! But I know what you mean. The audiobook narrator is quite slow. If you were to just listen at one-time speed, it's kind of insane. I remember I read Jurassic Park physically, but I listened to The Lost World on audio. And on top of that, what's crazy is, but you can tell it's a really old audio because you would periodically hear disc 3, disc 4, and I was like, okay, this is a very old version of an audiobook. And I borrowed it from Libby, which is just really funny. But yes, so I ended up getting to, I'm almost 50% of the way through. Like you can see that this is where I'm at. I'm just about to finish the chapter I'm on, and then I'll be at return. That's the chapter and I think that's probably where 50% is.
You're killing it.
I am. Well, because last time when we were on your channel, I just stayed behind. So yeah, right now I just started the 4th iteration and I'm reading The Main Road. That's currently the chapter I'm on, and I'm gonna finish it. And then I think I'll be at 50%.
Hold on. I'll tell you where I'm at, but hold on. Eloise, no.
Oh no, you're fine. Here, while you deal with stuff, I can
have a good
read
day.
some
Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Lock the door. Okay, anyway.
Okay, what's up? Yeah.
I did hardly read. I think I'm at like 30%, so I will catch up for next week. But I did finally start putting books back.
Yay! Oh my gosh, amazing.
And I am really loving my setup. You're actually going to laugh because the last shelf that I worked very tirelessly on was the Elsie Silver shelf.
You know what? You love what you love. But, oh gosh.
Yeah,
an entire shelf dedicated to that woman.
Elsie Silver.
Yeah, but you've got nice additions. You know, you're collecting them, so I totally get it. You got to flaunt them for sure.
I do. It's fine. Everything's fine. Do I have 3 editions of the book, that series that you hated so much by her? Yes, I do. I have 3.
It's, you know what? I can't because I now have multiple editions of The Tainted Cup, which I don't think is a book for you. So you know what? We love what we love.
I just love that I have one shelf that's slowly going along that it's going to be almost all annotated books.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Nice. But yeah, don't worry. You'll catch up to me in no time, just like I caught up to you. Read a half of a chapter. Now eating dinner. Bryce, that's what I'm going to do. I need to eat because I did pause, have a snack because I realized how hungry I was.
Yeah.
I got back to reading. You have a bit of a shindig, Rainy, in about an hour, don't you? You're doing something.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wishing I didn't so I could finish.
Oh, I know, because now you're like, it's half done, or not even half done. But
now I don't have a video for tomorrow because I was going to do this. So I'm like, well, I can still finish this. It'll just go up late tomorrow. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I think you'd rather almost want to take your time with it anyway.
I do, and I'm trying to figure out where to put things. Like I put a little plant, and I'm trying to a fake plant, of course, otherwise it'll die. I'm trying to figure it out. So it'll take some time.
Yeah, mine. I started on a Saturday morning, and then this was like 2 weeks ago, and then I finished on Sunday. So I did it all day Saturday, no plans. And then I finished it on Sunday. So it can take some time.
I wasn't expecting this to take all day, but here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't have kids. It took me 2 days, and I don't have children. I had a free weekend. So yeah, understandable. Yeah. Did more chores, finished this week's section of Inkheart, started the podcast episode. Yes. It did. It went by really fast. I agree. And I thought I had more time because that's why I thought I was going to get to 50%, but I'm just short of it.
That's okay.
Got to 21% before I had to stop. Headset was starting to hurt my ears. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, like, if I'm listening with my earphones for too long, I'm like, I got to stop because that's actually what's bothering me.
Yeah.
Another good sprint up to page 59. Very nice. Oh, Hammond. Okay. So yeah, Lisa, you're early days. You'll catch up to us. No worries. I'm having a great time kind of making comparisons or seeing characters who've been like blended together, right? Because a lot of times in movies you have less, because I think there's a character named Ed Regis, and I think he and Gennaro are like combined to be the lawyer in the movie. So yeah, that's been really interesting. Read this time. Yes, Katrina, 20 pages. Woohoo. Very nice. Spent that sprint prepping dinner and cleaning the kitchen while listening to the audiobook of Warm Bodies. Oh my gosh. Isn't that's a movie too? It turned into a
zombie movie.
Yeah. The book, I don't know what came first. I think the book did, and then the movie, I don't remember. Made it to 58%. 15% in. The Sleepless is very interesting so far. Okay, Anne.
I knew I forgot some what is it called? Sprayed edge books.
Dun 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 dun.
I don't have any more room now. Ah.
You know what? There were a few times when I organized something and then I had to change it. I then went back and like changed it up a little bit.
Like it fit perfectly that I had 4. Oh, that hurts my soul. You know what? Some of these sprayed edges are not going to go on the sprayed edge shelf. If it's just plain sprayed edge, I think it's going to go away.
Okay. You got to do what you got to do, you know?
Gotta do what I got to do.
And Bia, so for this read along, we're doing live sprints where we do sprints every weekend. So last weekend we did sprints on Rainy's channel, this weekend on mine. Next weekend we're on Rainy's, and then the following weekend we're on mine. So I think the next 2 scheduled are Sundays. So next Sunday and the Sunday after. So you know.
What time was ours next Sunday?
I don't know. It's on your channel, so your choice.
I know. I just realized.
I don't have a preference. I don't think so the 18th, for those who don't know, the 18th is when we're sprinting again. And I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I had any plans on that Sunday day.
I'm gonna have to message you. I'll message you and figure it out.
Yeah, no worries. We can figure it out.
To serve on Sunday, which normally would be fine, but then I was like, oh crap, is that our last Bible study before we break for summer? I don't want to miss that. But anyway, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, and we'll be sure to schedule them like in advance a little bit, and we can do like a post about it. And we aren't doing live show discussions. At least that's our plan. We're just going to do sprints because we're doing like 25% per sprint, like per sprinting session. So we finish the book and then you can all catch up. And then in June is another thing we'll have to talk about off screen and figure out when we're sprinting for the Lost World. But yeah. Just got to the point where the little girl got attacked. Oh, yes. Yeah, on the island. That's been interesting, too. There's been developments. Excuse me. I'm too far. Things have happened as far as like we've finally circled back as to how that could possibly have taken place and everything. And this is also where the book and the movie kind of veer off, because in the book, I feel like the way they've discussed the population control has been a bit more technical. Also, for those who are using audio, there are diagrams like in the actual edition that kind of demonstrate what's going on. Also, like the way the DNA is discussed, this is very like mixed media. I wonder if I'll be able to find it. I don't know if I will. There's graphs, but there is some, let me see. Am I going to find it? Oh yeah, like this. Do you see all that in the physical copy? It's like all, so there's a lot of mixed media going on. But yeah, there's an interesting discussion as to like the numbers they think they have. And yeah, it's designed a bit differently than I remember. Read another 14% during the sprint. Awesome, Anna. That was a medicate the kitty, eat some dinner. He ordered deep dish pizza. Not my thing, but oh well. Hey, you know what? Actually, pizza's good. I haven't had deep dish in a really long time though, so I don't know if that's my thing. Read another chapter. Forgot to mention I'm reading Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Awesome.
Well, I'm still sad that wasn't an instant 5-star.
Oh no.
I mean, that's the third book in the Serpents.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yes.
I had no idea.
I'm very sad that was not.
I was about to be like, oh, are you going to continue the series? It's the first book in a series.
Well, duh. I mean, I'm continuing regardless, but that was a
Yeah.
sad day for Rainy. That was supposed to be a 5.
Julia, I hope that you enjoy it though. I should have known with Songbird.
Yeah, but
Songbird.
it's a journey book, which I do not like, and it did not go well.
Oh gosh. No. Oh yeah, dinner's a good idea. Slept in, which threw off my meal schedule. Yeah, I ended up waking up early for a library shift, and that set me off. So now I'm like, I had lunch too early, and that's why I'm like starving right now.
Whenever you're like, I got up early, I was like, Leandra.
For me, I got up early for me. You know what's so funny is for those who don't know, I have a group chat that includes Rainy and Brittany, and you two always have like a full-on conversation in the morning. I wake up like 2 hours later. I'm like,
I know. I can message at like 7:30 in the morning, and Brittany will listen, and I'm like, oh bless. And she'll message and be like, I don't know if anyone's up, and I'm like, I'm here.
Yeah, you're like, hello. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, cool. They've had a whole conversation. Let me see what's going on. And so whenever I respond, it's like within the hour I've woken up to you all.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, my start time isn't until 10 a.m. most days.
Yeah, but then you will respond late at night, and Brittany will be asleep already.
Yeah. It's you just don't sleep. I think that you're always awake. Oh my gosh. I'm halfway through The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. I'm so excited to see how the end of the series goes. Haven't finished a series in ages. We'll see. We'll see, Melanie. Hopefully it reaches your expectations. I just got to the grocery store to get things for my dinner. Ooh, nice fresh things.
Nice.
I love that. I need to go. I went grocery shopping now, but of course I'm always like, I forgot things. My handful of physical books take so long to rearrange. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
331 of 429 in Howell. Ooh, 100-page mark. You only have 100 pages left. Such a charming delight of a book. I need to read it, Jen. I need to read it. Every time I reorganize my bookshelf, I already know I'm sleeping on the couch that night. Oh, I know, because you always put the books, literally, I put the books all over my bed, and I was like, okay, I need to move these because I need to go to bed.
She was slowly grabbing all my annotating tabs and peeling them. One.
Oh no, just being, oh, this is so fun. Look at me. Yeah, like practicing that dexterity.
Now she's just spinning my spinner wheel.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Spin away. That's perfectly fine. Still cutting out book covers into my journal. So tired. Oh, River. See, those, I don't do that. I do like the aesthetic of that, of like cutting out covers and then pasting them, but I don't have a printer either. I am off to go have dinner. Thanks for sprints. Have a great night. Sounds good, Steph. Good luck. I hope you continue to finish your book, One Dark Window, which I remember. Speaking of warm bodies, I'm reading a novella that has those vibes. Tender is the Flesh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I know you really liked that book, didn't you?
I did. I loved that book. I did.
Oh, and that author is coming out with a new book.
They just did, and
yeah,
I've heard like mixed things about it.
Yeah, it has like a nun on the cover. Doesn't it? That has become a really big thing on covers, I think. Nuns.
Yes.
I don't know how the nuns feel, but
no man.
How many books are in JP series? Just 2 to my memory. Yeah. So we've got Jurassic Park, then The Lost World, and then I think he just was like, I'm done. No more. He didn't even want to write The Lost World, apparently. Yeah, no, like they wanted him to so they could make another movie. And also the movie deal was confirmed before the book came out, which is also like a very common thing nowadays, but it's very weird to think about. So
I mean, number 2 is almost my favorite. I really do love number 2, the movie. I do.
I think that is a wild take.
1 is still my favorite.
Yeah. But the fact that you're like 2 is it.
I don't know. I just do. I really like that one.
I think I really like Grant. I like the actor who plays Alan Grant. So I think that's why I like number 3. I think I go number 1, then number 3, then number 2, which also might be wild.
But is it? But it's like it's. I guess it's like I prefer Jeff Goldblum, and so like he's not in number 3. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah. The thing is, I also love Jeff Goldblum, but like, The Lost World is just nuts. The movie.
No, I love it. I love it.
I can't. It's too wild.
It's so good. I just love it. When the little girl's doing gymnastics and like pushes the Rex out, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I can't. I love the Lost World book, though. I can't wait for us to get into it because I
haven't read it yet, so I'm excited.
I'm excited too. But yeah, so we're basically doing it over 4 weekends. We're doing 25% per weekend. And then we're probably going to do the same thing. We're going to attempt to do the same thing for the Lost World. We'll see, just because like the Amazing Readathon's going on as well. But I think we could do it, especially if we do it in like 3 to 4 hour sessions between like Friday, Saturday, Sunday hours. I think we could get it done.
I would have said in the summer. I mean, we can still stick to Friday, Saturday, Sundays, but I'm off all summer in June. So
pretty. Yeah, that's right. So we could probably figure it out if we had to do something during the week too. I remember working in genetics, having to search DNA databases for sequence path. Yeah, no, like when I was, the audiobook doesn't even go through it, but you just see like these lines and lines of DNA and you're like, okay, something's going on here. It looks like it could actually be genetic code, which for the time would have been pretty advanced. No, yeah, like it's pretty cool. He uses a lot of mixed media in both Jurassic Park and The Lost World. Obviously, it's really hard to translate that into the audiobook, but yeah. Almost finished flower number 5. You can do it. Yes, you'll finish it by the time Mother's Day is around. I know it's just tomorrow, but you know. Or was it protein amino acid sequence? It was too small. It was DNA, because it was when they were talking about dino DNA and like going through
dino DNA. I think they did a good job though at not putting too much DNA data sciencey stuff in the movies.
Yeah. They made sure that it was like entertainment for visual effects without like bogging us down on science. Isn't grabbing me as quickly as Serpent did, but it's picking up at over 30% now, and they're in the journey. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
know. Hello, Chris. Welcome back. No, you're okay. No worries. You're engrossed in your book. That's what we like to hear. Got through a few chapters. Very nice. Sorry, I meant my book. It lasts forever and then it's over. Is the title? Whoa! Oh my gosh! Why did we think Tender is the Flash? What is going? Oh, and you're reading.
Okay, was Tender.
I was not gonna lie. I was like Tender. I was like Warm Bodies is making you think of Tender as the Flash. What? Or like vice versa. I was like, I think the tone. Okay, that makes sense. That's so funny. There were a lot of nuns in the family, French Acadian side, older generation, and they would not approve, but they would definitely approve of the Sister Act, and they should. That is a great movie. I still remember the Sister Act.
I have not seen that.
I don't remember the second movie, to be completely honest. Or now I'm like all over the place as far as like the Sister Act 2, or I'm assuming we're talking about.
No, I think they're talking about Jurassic. And also, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Julia. But yeah, this is good that we all like our own movies. I need to go to bed. No worries, Anna. I know. Good night. Oh my gosh, it's way past midnight for you. Sleep well. Glad that we could hang out. Haven't seen either movie, Bryce.
You have to join me.
Yeah. Listen, it's so nostalgic. It's so I know. Well, it's not nostalgic for you because you haven't seen them, but you should. It's so good. I think it would be interesting, Bryce. I don't know if you're interested in doing this, but you could report back to us as someone who's never watched Jurassic Park. What do you think? What's your reaction to it as someone because for us, like we've seen it millions of times. Yeah. So it's hard to compare. You used to dislike the second movie, but lately, the thing is, I do like it. I don't like the second one. Yeah, like I don't dislike The Lost World. It is just wild. I will say the third book is wild too. Those
I like when they come back on the island and the New York and I'm so here for it.
That's where I'm like, this is ridiculous, but it is fun.
I just love it. I really do.
Yeah. I like vintage Crichton. I've been meaning to try the Andromeda strain, Jen. I borrowed it a few times. I actually borrowed it for Tar last year, but I didn't get to it because no prompts really worked. Jeff Goldblum makes the Lost World movie. Yeah, like he makes it 100%. Who's that guy who also is in it? With the camera, who's part of like Greenpeace or something?
Oh yeah.
Also famous. I think that was before he was super famous though.
What, Vince
But he
Vaughn?
really like, yes, Vince Vaughn. Yeah. So there's actually a lot of like popular people in it.
Yeah.
It's a nice take on the serial monogamist. That he's not unfeeling. He's just not great at romance. Yeah, and he's just a likable like character because he's a really likable person. Lost World book is definitely my favorite of the two. Yeah, like when I read The Lost World last summer, I was like, do I like this better than Jurassic Park?
I'm excited to read that.
Yeah.
Good Lord, child. Shh.
Yeah, your daughter agrees with me or disagrees. I couldn't tell if the shouts were of yes or no. Sandra, I totally agree with you on 1 and 3. Jeff is my favorite, but the second one felt like character wise, Jeff great. We love Jeff, Malcolm, but like the storyline was not as for me. So
but then he wasn't in the third movie, and they both were. Well, Ellie was for like 5 seconds.
Ellie wasn't. Yeah, she was there, but she wasn't. Like she was kind of
Like that was the reason why when the final Jurassic World movie came out, I loved it because they were all in it. Wasn't that great of a movie? Not necessarily, but they were all in it, and the resolving that I wanted was there.
Yeah, I will say, like, actually, Squishy makes a good point in saying that, like, with 2, it really was only Jeff Goldblum that came back. Like, everyone else was brand new. Listen to those mutations and lines of sequences before software. I love how you both are like, is this accurate? Like, that's so cool. I wish I knew if it was right or not. I can't remember which TV series it is, but there was a couple who went as Dino DNA and the mosquito Amber. Oh my gosh, I love that. We got to that part too today, actually, in this section. I've never seen either movie. I'm still bad with jump scares. Oh, and I can understand. Like, there are some people, like, it is a scary movie at times as far as that type of thing. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I just liked that it was in 2 parts with the city part, but I don't mind it as much anymore. Yeah, and that's talking about like the second movie. Yeah, that can be disjointing, and yeah, I think I found like some of like the humorous dialogue to be a lot. But you know what? I think that's the one. Is that the second one's the one where they were like running through the glades, and it's like the raptor.
I do love that.
Yeah, I was like, there are some really like iconic chilling scenes with that.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, or with like the waterfall and like the sniffing. I was gonna
to the snake in the shirt, and I'm like, I don't care. I'd rather be bit by a snake than run and get eaten by a dinosaur.
Yeah, it just come on, priorities.
Yeah,
so yeah. So many great quotes. Yeah. So yeah, for those who are interested, there's still time. Check out Jurassic Park, but there are some jump scares. So as River was saying, like, it might not be for you because we wouldn't want to make people like scare themselves because I'm not a horror person.
That's crazy because I'm not a horror person at all, but Jurassic Park is not scary to me, like at all.
So you know what? Same brain. I was literally about to say the same thing. I'm not a horror movie person either, but
Jaws and Jurassic, I'm fine.
Yeah, maybe just like animal wise.
Although, am I actually fine? Because I'm terrified of the water, and it's definitely because of Jaws.
Same. I can't. I'm like, I never want to be on a boat in the ocean. I don't need to.
Hell no.
No. Totally forgot. I watched Jurassic World Camp.
Yes, it's so good.
Also great. Yeah, not the same. Yeah. All of the kind of reiterations, they're not the same, but they're still.
I love Camp Cretaceous. I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm. Malcolm, Jeff, does that iconic line in the movie, life always finds a way. I love that. Yeah, it's so good. I got to that line today. He does say that in the book. And I was like, yes, it does, Jeff. I mean, AKA Ian. I use life always finds a way often, all the time. Actually, I was just talking about this with a coworker at the library today. And we were saying which lines we say all the time. And I like to say, we're back in the car again.
I mean, I always just end up saying clever girl.
Clever girl. Yeah, that's yes, exactly.
Well, I do have the tattoo for that, so.
Yeah, you do. So you must. You would have to. It would be ridiculous if you said a different line more often.
Well, I
Yeah,
do see the Life Finds a Way one often. I do say that one, the Life Finds a Way.
that one's really good. I was at an award ceremony, and we were at these tables, and like this guest speaker was discussing why humanities are so important, and then like read the quote, and being like, this is from a movie, and then they read it, they're like, can you say which movie it's from? And I shouted, Jurassic Park.
Oh, and then the other one I like is Hold On to Your Butts.
Hold on, wait, which one was that? Hold on to your butts.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah. Well, I always imagine him with his cigarette being, please, when it says, you didn't say the magic word. Yeah, and he just
I could probably honestly quote most of the first movie. Honestly,
yeah, no, that movie is so good. But anyways, that was our last sprint, friends, because Rainy's got to go off, and I also hit almost 50%. So we'll wrap this up. But like we said, next Sunday we'll be over on Rainy's channel. So be sure to subscribe. I don't know if I should have linked you if I didn't, but I did say like Rainy's with me, so we can make sure that we see you guys next Sunday. You guys don't even have to read the books. You truly don't. Just hang out with us. It's fine. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for being here. Sleep well. And yeah, have a great weekend. Bye.